Okay, thank you. So I want to thank the organizers. I want to thank you for being here. My name is Julien Beranger, and I'm going to tell you about a DAO, like a new DApp. That's called ABIE, A-B-I-E. So we're going to do, after a short presentation of the project, we're going to try to have a live demo of this app. And after that, we can open discussion on specifically on DAO adoption. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm Julien Beranger. I work, during the day, I work for iExec, which is another project. And I work on the marketing side, so I am not a developer. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We also, during the demo, we're going to have sort of interactive voting experience. And for this, you guys are going to need some Ropsten ETH. So if you guys already have some Ropsten, that's good because you're going to be able to do the demo, to actually vote with us. So yeah. So what I'll do is that I'm going to deploy a DAO specifically for tests right now. And I'm going to share the address of this contract on the README of the GitHub repository. So maybe, yeah, I think, yeah. Okay. So first I'll do a little, very short presentation of ABIE. So it's a DAO, basically. It's a pretty minimalistic DAO. It's a contract of, I think, a little bit more than 300 lines of code. The development is extremely slow because it's a weekend project. There's been about 10 developers contributing to this project. It was the first version of the contract was released in March 2017. And we've just released the version 0.2 recently. And this DAO includes a voting system based on liquid democracy and a membership system that's supposed to be resistant to Sybil attacks. So yeah, so it's we can say that it's a crowdfunding tool originally for activists. You're gonna understand why in a moment, but also why not for neighborhoods and communities and also corporations, why not? So how does it work basically, roughly? At the deployment, we declare a list of first members. Those first members gonna have all the power over the funds. So we have a list of first members and a main objective. Like, we want to do that or this. So that's what happens at the deployment. Then one member, one vote. Then anyone, you don't have to be a member to submit a proposal. Okay, so it can be from anyone on the planet, just submitting a proposal. So when you do that, the community will probably not vote for a project that maybe will happen in the future. So you first realize and do your project or mini project on the ground, and then and then submit your proposal, linking to the sort of proofs, so photos, videos, press articles, testimonials, invoices, etc. So that's basically the approach. But and the most important thing on this project is that only the vote triggers a transaction to the beneficiary. Voilà. We are going to have a few. There's a few pilots that we're going to do. So the first one will be like just for us to fund ourselves. So we're basically going to fund only pull requests, I think, and maybe some marketing operations or adoption operations. And there's another pilot that's called Abby Sting. That's statement of intent or main objective is we want to save the bees. That's the main objective of this kind of first pilot we're going to launch pretty soon, in the coming weeks, I hope. So as you get it, the first members have 100% of the voting power. So at the very beginning, even before deployment, it's super important to have people that are already committed to this or that cause. People that I mean, if it's for instance for the pilot on the bees, we've been contacting like 20 French organizations doing that, and I have some good news, by the way, about this specifically. But what I want to say is that you can deploy it like on your own. I mean, but then it can turn very quickly into some bad scam because we need to have. So we were like searching for sort of legit activists, like people of more than 30 years of experience, etc. To ask them to become members of this DAO. And so I had, for example, this like 61 years old lady on the phone, and well, she obviously she wants to participate. She wants to try with us. So that's why I'm saying here that we already have 7 addresses that are ready to deploy. So once we've done that, once we have 5, 10, 15 members, then we deploy it. Then what we do is that we accompany them for the first proposals. I think that the very first proposals are pretty important because it will be because the future donors will look at what has been funded previously, and so that's why we're going to put quite a lot of effort to accompany them through this process of submitting and voting for about 4 or 5 proposals. And once we're good with that, we can start to call for donations. So yeah, I'm gonna start the demo. Okay, so what we're gonna do is that we're gonna work on Robston chain. Don't ask me why. We will deploy a DAO. Then we're going to submit a proposal. So, sorry, when we deploy this DAO, I would ask you guys if some of you want to be a member of this test DAO and potentially able to vote. So yeah, then we're going to submit a proposal. Then we're going to vote it. Then we're going to count the votes. And at the end of that, the beneficiary should be able to withdraw the money he asked for. So to deploy the DAO, so this is how the interface look like right now. There's a lot of efforts to do on the UI itself. So it's pretty straightforward. You have what we call the statement of intent or main objective of the DAO at the top. You have the balance of the DAO. You have a sort of search engine to search for one specific DAO. Then you can see if you're a member or not. If you're not a member, you cannot vote. Then you have these two features that we're not going to use. You can select a delegate. So what does that mean exactly? What does it mean to select a delegate? So we have implemented what we call a liquid democracy. So what's that? That's the delegative model. So you can give your voting power to another member. So you have to trust, of course, you have to trust this other member for your own opinions. So that's not, as a member, you don't have to do that. You can just stay on this direct democracy. So that's okay. But if you select a delegate, the cool thing with this is that you don't need afterwards. You don't need to. You don't even need an internet connection. You don't need any device. But still, you keep on expressing your opinion on each incoming proposal. So, as you can see on this interface, you cannot deploy a DAO. You can only search for a DAO and then participate in the vote. So what we're going to do is that we're going to use Remix to deploy one. I'm thinking that I'm not super organized. It's actually kind of the first time I'm presenting this, so don't be too trolly. Yeah, I'm gonna need. So I don't know if some of you wants to test things and vote. But to vote, you have to be a member, and to be a member, you have to be included in the list of the first members at the deployment. So I'm not super organized, and I'm going to need the addresses of the people who want to participate, so I can include them. I mean, I need one or two or more. So I don't know how you guys want to send it. Maybe through email or something. Yeah. So what I'll do is that. Yeah. So. Yes, I'm going there. I'm just going to display my own address. Okay, so this is my address. You already can send. So please send 1 or 2 emails from your own laptop with your address. We're gonna use MetaMask. So I'll just go. I just go on Gmail. Gmail. Wait. Yeah, if you can send 1 or 2 addresses. Yeah, you've sent one. You've sent one. Yeah. This one? I think I should be able to receive. What you said? No. No. Ouais. Okay. Okay, so the email is not working. That's interesting. No. No. Okay. Okay, we're gonna try something else. You're gonna try this one, if you don't mind, to sort of repeat exactly the same. I'm sorry. IEX.EC. Yeah, JB at IEX.EC. So I don't know if you managed to send. Okay, I have one. I have one member. Great, that's one. Anybody else? Okay. Cool. I just put them here. So that's one member. That's one member. Let's try. Wow, we have 3 members. Okay. I'll just put you here. That's another one. Jeremy. Yes. Yeah, it's okay. Up. Say again. Okay. That's pretty cool. We have already 4 members. I will be a member of this one, by the way. Okay. This one? Okay. Andrea, you're in. Okay. So these are the members and me. Where am I? I'm gonna be Francis. And yeah, this is my address. Okay. So what I'm going to do is that. Oh, okay. Well, you still have time. You still have time. You still have time to send more. So again, this is the email address. You can send it to. Okay. So I'm going to deploy it. So as you've seen on the interface, we cannot deploy from the interface because we don't really want people to do stuff. So you actually you can deploy it on your end, but we don't recommend that. So that's why the interface is only for reading what's happening in this DAO and also interacting with the contract by submitting a proposal, voting, count the votes, and withdraw the money if the vote allows it. So, okay. Alors, so that's why I'm going to use Remix. I'm going to clear this. We're not going to need that. And we're going to deploy. So we're actually going to prepare the command, I don't know. So the first string, this is the name of the DAO. So we're going to give it a name. We're going to give it a special name. We're going to use this tool to convert to hex code, whatever that means. String to hex. So let's have a name for this DAO. Journal. Okay. So it's gonna be. Convert this. It's a little bit clunky, a little bit manual. So this is going to be the name of this DAO. Then we need a statement of intent, so a main objective, which is going to be or maybe we want to make something like that. I'll make 2 C's, thanks. Okay. So this is our main objective. What we also call statement of intent. We're going to put it here. X. Okay, and then these are, and then what's coming after that is the list of the first members. So I'll just copy paste the addresses I've received. Maybe there are some new ones. Maybe. Yes. Tonislav is on board. Okay, so I'll just copy paste these addresses and they're going to be the first members of this DAO. 2 and 3. Then I just check if everyone is properly on board. This one is in. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 addresses, obviously. Okay, we're going to try that. Try that in Remix. And we're going to see what's, well, we're going to see if I can deploy. Okay, so there's a, okay, I need to check that. Thank you for your patience, huh? I think it should be okay. I'll just try again. So that's, we have a name, we have the objective, and then we have a list of addresses. Okay. Maybe I'll just switch. I'll just use the basic sort of title, name and statement of intent. So I'll just try that. Okay, so there was something wrong with the name, obviously. Name or... Okay, now we have to wait that this transaction is mine. And then I will share the address. Of the contract and put it on the README file, so you guys can follow and go to the app's URL. Okay, this is the address of our contract on Robster Network. I'm going to do that. No. Okay, so this is now available on, it should be available on, so at this this address, avie.fund, that's basically going to the README file. You just click on view it on GitHub, so you can go to the README that's supposed to be updated now. Yes, no. Yes. So from there you can get some Robston ETH if you need, and also the URL of the app itself. Okay. So so I just refresh it. So I will look for our DAO, right? So everything's pretty clunky and slow. So that's on the top you see the name of the DAO itself. We want to test AB is the main objective, what we call statement of intent. You also can see the balance. I am a member of this one. Okay. So, who wants to submit a proposal? So we have a few members, so including myself. We are the only one to be able to validate any spending. Okay. So somebody wants to submit a proposal. So to explain, when you submit a proposal, you give it a name, you give it an amount in ETH. As of now, we are ETH only, but I will tell about this later. And you also indicate you indicate the URL of your proposal, where you have stored pictures, movies, testimonials, press articles of your proposal. Okay, so you put it all online. Then you just take this URL and add it to the proposal submission process. So maybe I'll just do it. I have a proposal. You have submitted one? I have a proposal. Oh, tell me. Yeah, can I get one? Well, as you can see, that's a good question. As you can see on this DAO, as of now, the balance is 0. So maybe somebody can make a donation, or I'll do it as well. I can do that as well. Merci. So yeah, let's make a donation. Yeah? I will need to refresh that and do the search again. The interface is still pretty clunky. Let's see. So let's see who made a generous donation without knowing who are those members and who. Let me see. It's on Robston, huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, that's just the contract creation. No. I haven't received any donation, sorry. So I'll just make a tiny donation. I'm gonna send. Okay. Okay. So the donation. So yeah, we're going to submit a proposal from the interface itself. So I'll just give it a name. I'm going to give it an amount. It's going to be I don't know if you got it, but you want to first give a lot of, as many proofs as possible. We know that everything's fakeable all the time, but it's going to be the responsibility of the voting members to check what's going on and not only see the pictures, but maybe just give a call to the person or stuff like this. So let's imagine that I don't have to be a member to submit a proposal. And so I'm gonna upload all my pictures and all the proofs on this URL. And I'll just submit my proposal. Okay, so it's submitted, the transaction is not mined yet. So now, voters, what I would ask you to do is, because we actually have 5 minutes to vote, so on a normal situation, we would give people like 15 days to vote. So in Remix, I can check if everything's going as expected. Yes, so we have 300 seconds to vote. So members of this DAO, please go to the app page. Using the address of the contract, you can search for our contract. And then you should see the proposal itself displayed on the application. So I will. So I will just refresh the whole thing. Then I will search for this new community that we've created. Okay, so we have 2 proposals. Okay. So to vote, I'll just go to the, oh no, we have 1 proposal. So I'll just vote it. I'm a member, so I can vote it. Okay, I've voted. So now maybe the other members can also, did you manage to vote or not? So from the GitHub repositories README, you have the address of the contract. Then you go to the app, search the right contract, and then click on, and then see the proposal I've just submitted, and then vote yes, please. Of the contract? So it's on the, so you can go to this address. And then on the README you have the address of the app, the URL of the app, and the address of the contract. You're gonna need both. Yeah? So let me check. You have 157 seconds to vote. So I don't know if you so I submitted a proposal that is kind of that should be matching the objective of this DAO. Okay? So you have, say, done something on the ground, and then you submit your proposal telling the community, okay, this is what I've done. It cost me $200. Please vote for my proposal. So let's see. I'm not sure if I can see. Okay, we still have time. Have you voted? Let me see. Ah, yeah. It takes some time because the interface is clunky, so it's slow. Oh, you see two proposals? Well, I have one. Maybe somebody submitted another one. Ah, okay, yes. So when you search for it, so you go to other, then you click on, then you have a field where you paste the contract address, then search, and then you have to wait a bit. Okay. At least we have, one ETH in there. Thank you, whoever that be. And so, do you see the proposal? Let me see. Yeah. Okay. Anyone else? Did you manage to vote on this proposal? Maybe not. Yep. Well, it's okay because it's kind of okay because I have voted for it, so so it should pass. It should pass. This proposal should pass anyway. Because we know that, by the way, we know that, about voting online, we know that nobody ever votes. And that's kind of a problem. So, let me check if... Okay, so now the time's up for voting. So what we're going to do is that we're going to count the votes. There's a special function for that. That is supposed to be working on the front end, but not today. So we're going to count the votes from Remix. It's this function. Okay, so anyone can trigger this function. Okay, and this is pretty slow. By the way, about the speed, it was originally designed like without the improvements, enhancements of Ethereum we have right now. So we don't specifically need speed. Voilà. Also concerning the interactions between users and the contract. Okay, the transaction is mined, so it should be executable. Is it executable? It is not executable. That's interesting. I think it needs more time. Maybe you have questions or remarks, or maybe somebody wants to say something? No? Okay, I just hope. Yeah. Okay. Attends, let me just check on Etherscan what's happening here. Alors, oula, d'accord. Wow. A lot of stuff happening. Okay, maybe some people try to, because we haven't tested, but if you try to vote one more time, of course your transaction gets rejected by the contract. And if you vote after the 5 minutes, your vote is also not taken into account. So what we're going to do is that we're going to submit another proposal. Okay, let's do that. I'm gonna ask for 0.05 ETH, and my pictures and movies and testimonials and invoices, etc., will be stored at this URL. Okay. I have submitted a proposal. I don't think it's mine yet. So everything is kind of slow, as you noticed. Let me check. Yes, I think it's here. Let me check on it. Etherscan. Okay, so this is my proposal. And there's a little fee, by the way, to avoid spam proposal. Okay, so now you guys maybe can try to vote. So you would have to search again with the right contract address. So like I'm kind of doing now. I'm first refreshing all this. Then take the address of the contract. Again, this is a weekend project, so that's why the interface is looking so Okay, so we are on the same contract, the same DAO. I am a member of this one. And the second item, when you scroll down, is the proposal that is right now open to vote. So the vote is open for you guys as members. So I'm just going to vote yes. So can you have you any success here and there? No. Okay, but why? Can you try again? Okay, so you try to. Okay, sorry for that. That's a pretty bad user experience. We all agree we have to make efforts on the UI thing. So. Yes, please. And then search. Click on search, and then you wait. Thank you. Thank you. Il me reste combien de temps? Oh, wow! Ah, putain! Attends, ok. Ok. Okay, so let me check if we still have time to vote for this one. Yeah, we have a little bit more than 100 seconds to vote. Maybe you have something? Nobody? Down? Scroll down? Yeah. That's those are not the right ones. Still the default. That's interesting. That's interesting. I see. Andrea, maybe? Okay. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Sorry for the slow and for the. So we're gonna wait for the voting time to end, and then we're gonna trigger the count the votes function. Maybe I can take have a few seconds. I can take some questions, maybe. So what we can see on EtherScan is that. So this transaction was the proposal submission. The very last one is my own vote as a member, which all the costs are very low on this project. Is the voting period? No, still 20 seconds. So as a beneficiary, I've asked for a handful of ETH. I've asked this to the community. But as I'm also a member of the community, I just voted for it, right? Okay, so now we should be able to count the votes. So is this proposal executable? No, it's not. So that's okay. And now I'm gonna. So again, anyone can trigger this function to count the votes. Okay. Yes, it's here. So the proposal should be executable. If it's not, we just let me see if it is executable. That's interesting. Let me just. Okay, I just try to count the votes again. It's still not executable. That's interesting. Okay, so it was working. It was working right a few minutes before the demo, but. Why is it not? Why? Okay. Yeah, pas de souci. Okay, I think I just stop here. Maybe you guys have. So, what we should have been able to see is that this proposal gets executable, and then the beneficiary just log to this page and click on claim. And when he clicks on claim, he just gets the amount he asked for, basically. Voila. I don't know if you guys have maybe one remark, one question or something. No? Okay, thank you.